Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Tuesday afternoon research edition. Okay. The title, L.A. Reid settles with former Arista Records executive Drew Dixon. Drew Dixon also worked with Russell Simmons and made accusations and claims against him. I don't know what happened to that case, if you will. Russell Simmons lives in Bali. He's a full-time resident there. He's got a hotel, and he's already admitted to certain things by way of using PCP and other drugs. But let's be clear. Drew Dixon does advocacy work. She does work. She's not just, filing lawsuits. I've never met her, and she has stood up at this point in time. Well, actually, for years, she's been telling this particular story about L.A. Reid, about 2001, his multiple sexual advances. I don't know L.A. Reid either, but the case itself, again, settled the day that they were supposed to go to trial, okay? I do want to talk to you guys about the quote-unquote business of music. It's never going to change. Salute to people like Drew Dixon, if her claims do indeed have merit, But the slaughtering of people who are willing sheep to be involved or to put themselves in situations to not say something, it's never going to stop, sadly. It's a very vanity-driven industry. People are looking for fame and notoriety. So we have to be real for those who are either trying to get into it or you got out, okay? Or maybe you were caught up. And you're living a life of shame. Some people did lose their pride, their dignity. They were recorded. They, could never get back to where they once were, so to speak, working in those different corridors, whether there be a record label or some type of production company, management, which is one of the worst jobs ever. You've heard me say that before, okay? So we're going to discuss this. Let's be objective. And Drew Dixon is suing people, so watch yourselves when you're calling here. And I do want you to call in if you have a personal experience with regards to anybody that has said or done something to you, or if you witnessed something. I've witnessed things. Again, I worked at the record labels in the pop and rock and roll divisions, marketing and promotion for well over 12, 13 years. Before I ever got to the urban world of radio. And I've seen things, and some things, I just didn't want to be a part of. But again, it's a very disingenuous, cutthroat, conniving industry, okay? Guys, also, showrunner, there's a bill that was signed by the governor. Now, he's going to be out of office soon, but there's a bill with regards to phone-free schools in New Jersey. I have a different opinion now than I used to. Now, I don't have any biological kids. I have raised children with beautiful women. And I've got a bunch of trolls. Salute to you, troll babies. But with regards to phone-free schools nationwide, we're going to focus on New Jersey, but nationwide, I feel different now. If I were to have biological kids, I would want my child to have some type of mobile device with them. It's not just the goddamn school shooters, but it's the teachers who now have political agendas. God forbid, there is no God, but God forbid, my 6-year-old is in a class and a teacher brings in a nigga with a wig, some type of tranny, sherm, whatever you call yourselves these days, and you give my child a lap dance. I would air out the 9. I would dump the steel. I would make the sig squirt. Can I get an amen in the live chat early? Shots would have come out of a Glock. There are too many political agendas now by people nationwide. There was a time in this beautiful country when people kept their voting to themselves. Anybody that old, you remember? Voting used to be a private matter. A lot of your celebrities and entertainers would not speak about politics, or they would not try to make you vote. Salute to Johnny Carson. He never discussed politics. And he used to say, I'm a comedian. I host a show. I don't want to tell people what they should and they shouldn't do. Elvis Presley, like him or not. That's my nigga. Top 5, greatest ever. Elvis went to the army. Came home and still would not talk politics. There's many interviews. You can see him. Anyway, the point is, teachers, administrations, and other educators do have agendas now. And I just don't feel comfortable if I were to have biological children. Now, this conversation, I do want to hear from you parents. You would know better than me some of the pluses, the negatives. Can you send your child to school with some type of monitoring device? I would give my kids some type of glasses with that little thing, little camera where you can see what the person is saying. Are those allowed? Good afternoon, good evening in the live chat. Someone says you are stupid. Yes, I'm stupid. I want to see what's going on in the classroom now. I need to see everything. I need to see what they're teaching you, because now they are denouncing slavery in America. This is America. It's all about race. Can I get another amen? It's all about race. Now, race is a social construct, but that's who we are. Race driven. We're all racist. We're all racist. Don't pretend that you're not, okay? I need to see. Hey, thank you for becoming a member early, guys. I'm going to get to as many of your comments and super chats as possible, but let me just, lay everything out here. I'm going to play a video with regards to the governor of New Jersey, signing this bill for phone-free schools. And supposedly you have a bunch of kids who like it. They like it. My question now is, aren't the kids using mobile devices, not just cell phones, but mobile devices in different parts of Asia, Japan? And, last time I checked, those IQ levels, those educational curriculums are somewhat superior to ours here. So are we doing a disservice taking phones out of the classrooms? Okay. Also here this early afternoon, I want to play a video, but I want to be very, very careful with regards to the validity of this. October the 10th, 2024, Michigan police conducted a traffic stop. And guys, we have a Mammy. Mammy crashed out. Did you guys see the video? Or maybe some of you sent this to me. At least 5 people sent me the video. Mammy crashed out, killed 2 people, got 15 years. And defiant after she crashed the goddamn vehicle. I don't trust you. Get the supervisor. Bang, 2 people dead. Still talking hella crazy, okay? All right, that's my show here this afternoon. L.A. Reid settles with former Arista Records executive Drew Dixon. Let me get to the first video, okay? Guys, Deeds should be in the live chat promoting the Poppin' eBay page, okay? I want to play this particular video from AP, Associated Press. Let me bring it on screen here because there was a couple of other people, with all due respect, and they were just adding a whole T thing to this. This is bigger than T. This is a legal situation that needs to be addressed. Hold on. Here we go.
We're happy to report that a settlement has been reached, the terms of which are confidential. Drew Dixon is an extraordinarily talented music executive, and this resolution will empower her to move forward with her creative pursuits on her own terms, with her reputation, her voice, and her career reaffirmed. Drew has been one of the most courageous and outspoken supporters of survivors of sexual abuse. Her advocacy, including her instrumental role in advancing the Adult Survivors Act, has helped shift the power balance in the music industry and create a path to justice for survivors.
I hope my work as an advocate for the Adult Survivors Act
helps to bring all of us closer to a music business that is safer for everyone. And in a world where good news is often hard to find, I hope that survivors today see a ray of light peeking through the clouds. I just hope that survivors, keep pushing for dignity and justice. And frankly, I'm excited to get back to making music. I'd still love to do that if I can.
Okay, phone lines are open. Phone lines are open. L.A. Reid. Wow, L.A. Reid, for those who go way, way back. L.A. and Babyface. Yes, no, monster mega hits. And L.A. Reid went on to run Arista Records, Epic Records. I don't know his financial status, but his name still rings bells. And supposedly, again, back in 2001, on multiple occasions, he was trying to make sexual advances on Drew Dixon. Now, I don't know what she has done since then, but she says he tried to blackball her, and also with regards to Russell Simmons. So she's had a pretty hard journey, okay? Also, guys, hold on a second. The phone number's on the screen. Some of you're emailing me. That's the number. It's always been that number, 848-888-9177, okay? Sit tight in the queue. I see a couple of calls already. I want to make sure that everything is addressed here early so we can have a healthy and robust discussion. Let me get to this particular story out of New Jersey. Anybody from my home state? Do you know how much longer the governor has in office?
Governor Murphy signed legislation to keep cell phones out of schools. It's one of the governor's last big actions as his time in office winds down. News 4's Adam Harding live in Ramsey with more on that move and what students have been saying about it today, Adam.
Ush, the announcement was made right here at Ramsey High School, which is significant for a number of reasons. But remember, a year ago this week, the school district here in Ramsey began banning cell phones. Kids had those magnetic pouches, no access to their phones while they're in the classroom. A year later, in speaking with students, perhaps surprising to some, the students say they love it. With the stroke of a pen, the school cell phone ban is now set to become law statewide. Governor Murphy Thursday announcing cell phones in the classroom are soon to be a thing of the past.
This law will require every public school in New Jersey to implement a bell-to-bell ban on cell phones, period.
The announcement was made at Ramsey High. A year ago this week, the district began issuing students these magnetic pouches to keep their phones locked away for most of the day.
When you talk to educators and parents in school districts that have enacted similar cell phone bans, you will often hear the same thing. Students are more focused, they're less anxious, and they're socializing and laughing with each other, not through a screen, but in the hallways and classrooms.
The ban will go into effect later this fall. Each school district will have to devise and implement their own plan, but state leaders say it is undeniable. Having less access to the phone can reduce anxiety and increase focus and productivity.
At first, I was very surprised that a district was going to adapt this new policy because I've never seen anything like it before.
Senior Reese Connell says there was an adjustment to no longer having her phone while in class. Now she loves it.
I think it's working. I think that I haven't seen phones out. People aren't getting caught with their phones as much anymore. I think we've all adapted very well.
Supporters of the bill say it's all about helping improve students' mental health. Teens we spoke with say it's making a difference.
I actually speak to people a lot more now, so I'm catching up with my friends instead and maybe talking about like what we're doing after school instead of checking my phone and texting them about what we're doing after school.
So this is a major change for these students who have only known school with the new technology. They've always had cell phones as long as they've been in school. That will be a thing of the past come this fall statewide here in New Jersey. The governor said this is one of the final bills he will sign into law because his term as governor is set to expire in under 2 weeks. He says getting this across the finish line ranks right up there with his accomplishments while in office. In Ramsey tonight, I'm Adam Harding, News 4. New York.
Phone lines are open. Let's have the conversation. Area code 407. Good afternoon. You're my first caller. Are you ready? Please watch the language.
Oh, what's
407.
going on, good sir?
Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good. What is up with Slowpoke Rodriguez with the headset? Is he in the...
Sir, never mind him. Let's get right to the topic. L.A. Reid settles with former Arista Records exec or bill making schools phone-free New Jersey. Let's get right to it.
I'm from Montclair, New Jersey originally, so I'm gonna say that's a genius move by the man. Genius move.
Okay.
I'm myself. I'm class of 2001. I got 3 kids myself, and these kids are always on the phone. Even in class, I'm getting text messages from them. I'm wondering why. There's no emergency. Every friend they have is with them in the school, so they don't need to be texting anybody. So yeah, it's genius. Get back to paying attention to this, to the nonsense that they're teaching.
I kind of feel different, sir. I'm concerned about the teaching curriculums of today, what they're trying to exclude, and these sexual messages that they're trying to push on young people. I'm concerned. Are you not, with regards to what your children are being taught?
Oh, absolutely, 100%, Star, 100%. But until I'm a veteran as well. I'm a combat veteran.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. I appreciate that, sir. But until we as a people understand that, change doesn't come without violence, as history has taught us, we're going to have to take what we keep accepting. So if we allow them to keep teaching this nonsense in school, well, we just got to keep accepting that part there and then doing what we're supposed to do at home and being parents at home.
You lost me with the violence thing. We're talking about kids in school. Again, I'm not qualified enough to tell you what you should or you shouldn't do. I'm just saying I feel different now. Decades ago, yes, my parents will focus in school, pay attention to what the teacher is trying to teach you. We had to learn the King's English. Kids today, they struggle with goddamn punctuations, where to put a goddamn capital letter. They don't know what a pronoun is. So, maybe this will help them. Yes, no?
I agree, absolutely, because I think the whole autocorrect and auto spell, all of that is absolutely, it's basically cheating. But what I meant as far as the violence part is, we have to keep accepting the curriculum as far as we as the people. We can only protest so much. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to say without being too political. Because I also don't want to be too political. But there's only so much we can keep standing and saying we don't want it. And so actual force has to be done. But that's a whole nother subject, as you said, sir. But
I'm confused, sir. So you're saying it's a good thing or it's a bad thing, taking the phones out of school? I'm confused.
It's a great thing. 100%.
Okay. All right.
I was speaking about the curriculum in general, sir.
Okay. All right. And how old are your children? Did you say? I don't want to get too personal with your.
Yes, sir. I have a 4-year-old, 7-year-old, and 12-year-old.
You got babies.
Yes, sir. I started late, sir. I'm 42. I started late.
No. But you feel comfortable in today's day and time sending your children to school for how many hours a day now? 7, 6? How many hours a day?
It's about 7.5. About 7.5.
They're getting programmed, yes?
Absolutely, sir. I agree with you 100%.
Well, sir, you keep saying you agree with me. No, we're saying two different things. You're saying it's a good thing taking the phones. I'm not saying that. We're saying two different things. That's why I'm saying you're confusing me. No, I want some type of device either on my kid or in the goddamn glasses. I want to see everything. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead and land your plane.
Okay, so you want the device there just so you can visually see what is going on inside the classroom. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so why not this? And why can't we put a camera in every classroom like every cop has on them? We're supposed to have.
Okay, you're a parent. Do they have that now? Can you log in the same way people log into the goddamn Ring Cam? Can you see into the classroom?
No, sir. I proposed that 2 years ago at a PTA meeting, and I got shut down immediately.
Exactly. Okay, all right. I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
He was confusing the hell out of me. He kept saying, I agree with you. Well, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not qualified to say a damn thing. Oh, salute to, who is this? Star wants to chip his kids. That's a whole fact. Area code 929. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. 2 topics on the table.
What's going on, Star?
Yes, sir. How are you?
What's going on, big fella? George from Connecticut, my dude.
Okay. Are you driving,
Oh,
sir?
listen,
Are you driving? It sounds
sir,
sir, you're driving. We can't do the noise in the background. What are we doing, sir?
Hold on, my God. I got the Chinese headset.
All right. I'll give you 4 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hey, listen, big dog. I want to tap in on the banning phones, New Jersey.
Please.
Right. So I have 3 kids, big dog.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I totally disagree with that. So I could say like a year ago, some of the schools, I'm not quite sure where exactly. I think it was in the Midwest. It was just trying to like push like narrative about, like the double gender, like, oh, it's okay, if you feel some type of way, like the bathrooms, you guys can share bathrooms and stuff like that. Yeah. Right. So it just made you realize of where, like that type of environment where they're trying to push that envelope.
Right.
You know what I mean? So as a father of 3, and then let's just take a little bit on what's the future, like AI. Let's just see it in a different perspective. Maybe teachers are afraid that now you got all these apps, that helps the kids, and maybe they don't want the kids to sound or seem way smarter than them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's another thing that probably schools want to ban the phones and stuff. But I totally disagree. Again, we need them. I need them. I need to know what's going on, around my kids' lives.
I need to make sure that my child is safe. I just, and this is not paranoia, but we have to look at the examples now as society has moved forward. It's different. Never mind that old stuff back in my day. Nobody wants to hear that. Now we have, and it's not just the teachers. We have kids bullying other kids. And you brought up a very good point. All this gender confusion. I don't want my 10-year-old daughter in a goddamn bathroom, and some 12-year-old boy comes in and he feels like he's an 8-year-old girl, but in reality, he's a goddamn 12-year-old. Sir, please don't laugh. I don't like giggling. Slow down, please. Don't do that. And some 12-year-old boy comes in, puts her in a headlock, and does something creepy. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm going all out, bro. Star, I'm going all out, man.
Come on.
You know what I mean? I can't even see that. I can't even see that. But I'm just really tapping in, on that. And let's go 49ers.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Coming up a little bit later, I got a bunch of notes here, as you know I do. I want to ask you folks, you better tell me this is cap, as you guys say. Houses in South Jamaica, Queens, selling for $500,000? Please tell me that's cap. South Jamaica, that's in Queens, New York. 500,000? Shoo. I'm doom scrolling last night, as many of us do, 3 o'clock in the morning, scrolling on the gram, scrolling. And then I saw what appeared to be some type of woman wearing a hijab. And she was literally showing what used to be a trap house in South Jamaica. She panned her phone through the living room, and you saw part of the ceiling falling, went into the backyard. The backyard looked like trash. And she was talking all nice and, 500,000. If that's true, I'm going to blow a goddamn gasket. I already lost my mind when I found out some of the bungalows in Far Rockaway, Queens are now selling for $900,000. I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. Area code 315. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. Turn that down in the background. Are you there? 3.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Star, I just want to ask you a question about.
No, sir, you've got to get to the topic. This is not call me and ask me.
Man, I'm asking you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day. My audience wants people to stay on topic. Never mind, what you want, sir. My audience wants you to stay on topic. I'm not your friend. I'm not your buddy or your pal. Area code 718. Good afternoon. This is a research edition. Please watch the language. Are you there? 718.
Good afternoon, Stars. Legally Shay.
Hey, Legally Shay, how are you? Good to hear from you.
I'm doing good. Happy Tuesday. How are you?
Happy.
Star.
Where do you want to start?
Well, let's start with the cell phones. I have a 14-year-old son.
Okay.
I'm 39.
Okay.
And his current high school right now, they don't have cell phones in the classroom, but they have this weird pouch, right? Like you put your cell phone in the pouch.
Right.
And it gets it gets locked. And when you need to leave school, you kind of put it on some type of device and it unlocks it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like it. I agree with you. I think coming from where I come from, my 14-year-old son, I hope he doesn't listen to he doesn't actually.
Okay.
But he was severely bullied in middle school.
Okay.
When we moved from Pennsylvania, a lot of these middle schools, the gang around the area were recruiting them in the school. So
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hello?
No, go ahead.
That's okay.
I hit a wrong button. Go ahead.
Okay. So what I noticed was when my son had his cell phone, he was able, like in Pennsylvania, he was able to text me like, Mom, this is going down.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, this teacher is screaming at me. Stuff like that they don't want the parents to be involved in.
Right.
And I respect teachers, and I know that they don't get paid enough money. And I know that they really push for this type of law because teachers were walking on eggshells. I mean, students were recording them. Teachers had to be careful what they were saying. You know what I mean? But safety comes first. And and I don't play about my son. He's my only son. So he's my only child. I'm not trying to have any more kids. So it's kind of difficult. It's difficult when they ban the cell phone.
So let me ask you this, Legally Shay. And again, I have no biological kids, so maybe my comments are not really that well received. But when it comes to other nations and their educational curriculums, they do use these mobile devices. Japan, Asia, and other places. It's if you come to school without it, it's a damn near a crime. Yes, no?
I don't know about other countries.
Okay.
I know that I think I told you before I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican, so I know like in Dominican Republic, children can bring their cell phones, and they use their cell phones to take notes because they don't have enough money, it's a third world country to like get laptops.
Right.
So my son has a laptop, and that's where he does all his schoolwork.
Okay.
So it defeats.
If I can jump, the reason why I'm even mentioning other nations is because we're under a global economy, right? And we're interacting with people from different places and nations. And I just think that the whole, focus in school, you don't need this. I think that's an old model. That was my era. That was the 70s into the 80s. But now it's like, you need this. And we went through this whole thing. I think you called in with regards to how children are learning these days, right? Salute to Joel Santana. Salute to him. He said kids don't need to read now. So
I remember.
So maybe, not that I'm so much agreeing with him, but maybe now they need this. I just want to say all that. Go ahead. Back to you.
Yeah, I agree, Star. I also think that if you're going to allow laptops, it's kind of interesting that if you're allowing those electronic devices, why not the cell phones? So the issue with me is that in the clip that you showed, these white kids were like, oh, now we can talk to each other. But at least in my son's high school, they're still talking to each other because no one has their cell phones out during class. I'm starting to notice that at least where I'm at right now, they're not disrespectful. They're not having the cell phones out. I mean, so at least when it comes to that, Star, I think it's a bad idea. Kids should be allowed to have their cell phones.
Okay. Any thoughts on L.A. Reid settling his lawsuit with Drew Dixon? She sued him, sexual harassment and other things. Settled out of court. Any thoughts legally?
Yes, I have lots of thoughts.
Come on.
You know me, my legal brain.
Come on.
First, I want to say that when you settle a lawsuit, a lot of people do assume that there's some type of truth to the allegations in the complaint.
Right.
Not all the time, right? Sometimes settling a lawsuit is best for both parties because it's just going to consume so much money for trial, right? But what I think is that for L.A. Reid, this is a little bit different. I mean, she really sounds credible. She looks credible. You wouldn't want her on the stand. So when it comes to settling these lawsuits, that's what you have to look at. And no victim is a perfect victim, Star. I get that. You know what I mean? Right. But he would have lost a lot more money if he didn't settle. And I know I'm not going to get off topic, but it's a difference between this case and the Will Smith case. I don't think Will Smith is going to settle because I think Will Smith is going to take this to trial because he's going to rely on the jury to believe him. And
hang on, hang on. I think Will Smith will settle, but I don't want to get away from the L.A. Reid case. We can come back to the Will Smith lawsuit from his was that guy one of his assistants? I forget who was that guy who filed the lawsuit.
He was a violinist that Will Smith hired. I'm sorry that my dog is barking, Star. I know you hate that.
No,
but,
it's okay.
He was I believe he's a violinist that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What are you saying?
So he was a violinist that Will Smith hired. I actually analyzed the complaint.
Okay.
And I'll make this short, Star, and then we'll get back on topic. But the issue with the Will Smith situation, Star, is that the evidence doesn't directly link Will Smith. What's interesting about this is that, and this is why I don't think they're going to settle. So this is going to be interesting because there is no direct evidence putting Will Smith in the hotel room with the violinist. The issue here is that the violinist was saying that he was being groomed by Will Smith. So
can I jump in legally, Shay?
She said.
Can I jump in?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
From what I remember, because I scanned the case, I did not examine it like you. The violinist, and he traveled with Will Smith, and Will Smith, he does that goofy stuff, and he's even spoken about it. You know, a lot of that goofy stuff that is not acceptable by today's day and time. And there was some accusations of HIV, if I remember correctly, with regards to the violinist, right? Somebody was saying that he had HIV medicine, something like that. If they
the bag, there was a goodie bag.
Right. If they start digging and if this type of atmosphere was acceptable, other people might say, hey, you know what? Will Smith was pranking me as well. So I'm not saying he's guilty, but sometimes you have to just be a little bit more careful about how you move and how you let other people move that you employ. But let's get back to L.A. Reid because I don't want to forget John Legend was scheduled to testify on the behalf of Drew Dixon. Did you know that? John Legend.
I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah.
And maybe that's another reason why he wanted to settle.
Yeah.
That's a big name right there, John Legend.
Yeah. So, hey, do you know whatever happened with Drew Dixon and Russell Simmons? Because there was an HBO documentary. Russell Simmons is saying they owe him millions. Do you know if he's settled with Drew Dixon? Russell?
No, but I can look it up for you.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call back in, it may be worth discussing because, again, L.A. Reid has settled for those who kept up with this particular lawsuit. But Drew Dixon, she does work on behalf of, victims and other people. So I'm not kicking her back in, but, he has settled. Go ahead, land your plane legally, Shay. Take your time.
Like I said, not all victims are perfect. I'm a defense attorney, so I'm always looking for ways to poke holes in victims' stories. Sometimes people lie, sometimes people tell the truth, and then sometimes people stretch it out. But when I say,
well, hang on, legally, Shay. Since you went there, let me ask you this:
okay.
In your opinion, your expert legal opinion, do you think because of Drew Dixon's complexion, that she is more of a risk on the stand, whereas opposed to a darker complexion female? If a dark-skinned woman were suing L.A. Reid, saying he was raping her and all sorts of shenanigans, do you think that L.A. Reid would have settled, in your opinion?
No, I don't think so, because I do think I do see colorism, and she's light skinned. I'm very white passing. I'm very light skinned too, and there is a huge
high yellow.
yeah. But yeah, that's it, Star. So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye now. Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Legally Shay tapping in. Folks, please stay on topic. It's early afternoon. Someone in the live chat says, Star, you don't have kids. What are you talking about? So I do have kids. I've got thousands. They're called trolls. And you're one of them. I'm trying to help you, sir. I'm 61. I hope that you reach your 60s. I hope that you reach your 50s. And you look and feel as good as I do. I don't take any prescription medication. I live on the beach. Don't get it twisted. Do you have kids? Please call in. Educate us. Area code 609. Please watch the language. Good afternoon. 2 topics on the table. 609. Are you there?
Hey, Star. How are you? Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir. How are you? Where do you want to start?
Doing well. I guess we could start with the Drew Dixon,
Yes.
L.A. Reid settling of the lawsuit.
Yeah.
I kind of saw that coming only because from all accounts that I've heard, Drew Dixon is very credible. And not only from like what I've seen of her from the Russell Simmons stuff, but folks in the industry like Dante Ross, even Lord Jamar have backed her up.
That's my homie, Dante Ross. That's my homie. Go ahead.
Yeah, good dude. Yeah, I mean, he came out maybe a couple of years ago when she first accused Russell of this, saying that, like almost kind of supporting her because for all intents and purposes, every interaction he had with her, she stated that she was very credible. And I think Lord Jamar, even at some point, because Drew was A&Ring one of the brand Nubian projects. I think it was the Foundation album she was A&Ring.
Okay.
And, Lord Jamar had nothing but good things to say about her as far as her being credible and her. And, believing her.
Okay, but now hang on a second. I can respect everything you're saying. But now, did she work for Russell first and then L.A. Reid? Do you know the timeline?
Yes, I think she worked for Def Jam. She worked for Russell first, and then she left because of all that was transpiring. And then she worked for Clive Davis for a short period of time at Arista. And then I think when Clive left, that's when L.A. Reid took over. And then that started the whole, what she's going through now. I guess he was making some sexual advances to her, saying inappropriate things. I think she mentioned he tried to penetrate her on a private jet.
Easy. We don't know that to be true, sir. We don't know that to be true. Take your time.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Well, now, the flip side, to be objective, do you think that she lined L.A. Reid up, having gone through what she did with Russell? And Russell was smoking, PCP, blowing down the wet, as they used to call it back in the days. And, I've never met anybody who could control themselves, off of that stuff. Did she line L.A. Reid up? It's just an opinion. I have no proof. You think that she said, well, I can't get a bag from him, but this nigga, he's a goofy, and I'm going to get a bag. What do you think?
It's possible. I mean, there's nothing's definite, especially when, it comes to accusations like this. I mean, only her and L.A. Reid really know the truth, but, it's definitely quite possible. I'm not sure if L.A. Reid was also smoking the water or not, but I haven't heard anything in regards to that, but yeah.
Well, most people in the industry, and I'm broad stroking here, because of the climate and the acceptance of lower tier behavior, they're not ashamed to indulge in front of others. So whether she herself was, doing lines that I don't know, but sometimes you can just get caught up and you're not focused, you're not paying attention, and then whammo, you get hit with a lawsuit. You yourself ever been in the industry?
I have not, no.
Okay. No, yeah. I appreciate the call. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you. Area code 929. Please watch the language. Good afternoon. 2 topics on the table.
Yeah. What's up? It's Aladdin, sir.
Hey, man. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. It's my birthday. Just to see, well, I know you probably don't give a shit, but...
Hey, Aladdin, you've got to watch the language, and if you're sipping a cold one, with all due respect, call me later, please. Can't do that in the afternoon.
No cursing, no cursing. You got my donation during the holiday?
Well, hang on, Aladdin. Listen, man, I rock with you, homie, but I don't celebrate my born day. Where we going? Come on, man.
No. I just said it's my birthday. I know. That's all. I'm not trying to get no extra charms or nothing. But anyway, let's get on the topic.
Yeah, get on topic. Get on top, nigga.
All right. I guess I don't live in New Jersey, but I understand why parents want their kids to have access to cell phones because we live in a different age. Like, I work with children, and you want to know what your kids are doing and where they're going. And these teachers, they don't do good background checks on these teachers. So I can understand why they had they want to know what my kid is doing at all times. Now, it's not their fault because the kids are probably texting during the class, which is wrong. So I think there should be like a hourly thing. You keep your phone in your locker, and you're allowed to use it on your lunch break or when you leave school. No?
I disagree, Aladdin, respectfully. I think that society is moving so fast now that the child has to keep up, and the way to keep up is to have this access at their fingertips. I was not and still am not a good speller. I swear by spell check. I force myself to remember how to spell certain things. When I start the show sometimes, I say, Deeds, is the spelling okay? Are we good?
I noticed.
You have to start at an early age. And the way to do that is to allow young people to be able to keep up, in my opinion. Go ahead.
Well, elaborate more on that for me, please. Why don't you agree with what I'm saying? Like, I would like to hear your point of view. Like, why do you think it's okay for that? Well, what I just said. Can you want to retort to what I said? Like, what do you mean exactly?
Aladdin, I don't know what you're saying. Respectfully, listen, you spend Skrilla here, but it sounds like you're sipping a cold one. Yes, come on, man.
No, come on. Don't start that with me. We're both intelligent.
Aladdin,
don't you start that.
Aladdin,
I don't know what you. No, you're not going to do that with me. I'm too smart.
Troll babies, is that Colt 45 Steel Reserve? Stay with me, my nigga. Aladdin, I'm not gonna bang on you. You spend Skrilla, but listen, if you're sipping, call me at night, please. Come on, man. I gotta stay focused. All right.
I am. I'm asking you a question. If you don't want to answer it,
Aladdin,
you blame it on alcohol.
I'm asking you, are you sipping? Keep it G. Keep it G.
I'm asking you. What?
Aladdin, no, you're not going to answer a question.
No. I know. You
talk to you
can't do
later.
this to me, so I'm too smart.
I'll talk to you later.
You can't do this to me. I'm too smart.
Salute, my guy.
No.
Salute. Let's get him out of here. Area code 416. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. Are you there? 416.
Shalom, Star. Frankie G on the second, baby.
Frankie G, how are you, man?
Shalom. I'm hanging in there, Star. How are you, sir?
I'm good, but I want you to just slow down with coming at the small hats. I'm getting ready to sign off on a deal, so you watch your tongue.
I got you, Star. Jew money is good money, man.
Jews have been great to me. Great to me. Come on, where do you want to go?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. First of all, man, Aladdin was grooving, man. That nigga was.
He's a great guy, but it's early in the afternoon. Come on, where we going?
I want to touch on the topic with the cell phone, Star, man. I think it's a fantastic topic, man. That I think a lot of people should be concerned with, especially parents. Now, I'm not a parent, but you know, my sister recently just gave birth to my newly born nephew, so this is something like, you know, I'm concerned with moving forward in terms of future of children in the schools, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So just a quick question: Is the school is it for high schools or is it as early as like grade school?
It's for the entire.
phone ban.
It's for the entire state. Number one, you're calling from Canada, yes? You're from Canada.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know the full breakdown, but this is a bill at this point in time, and you know, more than likely it's going to be a law. So I don't know how they're going to break it down, but I would imagine it would trickle into other grades, if you will, and be more of an acceptable thing. I don't know.
Right. My point of view is I don't think kids in grade school should be on their phones. That's ridiculous. Like it's a young developing mind, man. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know if these kids even know how to do their multiplication table nowadays, right? Because everyone's just using the damn cell phones, man. You know, that's the way
Hang on a second, Frankie G. Deeds, my show producer, sent me a text message saying it's for kindergarten through 12th grade, New Jersey.
Wow, that's crazy, Star. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree that there shouldn't be, at a very young age, I don't think there's any reason for children to have access to their mobile phones in a classroom. To me, doesn't make any sense. You should be learning but then again, on the flip side, like you said, as a parent, you may want to know and be in touch with what the curriculum is or what they're being taught, this and that concerns. Location of your child and all that. So it's it's a complicated issue, but I would still lean towards saying that I'm against kids at a young age having phone access in school. I just don't think it's a good thing, man. In terms of,
Can I jump in, Frankie G?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You said you have a brand new nephew or niece? What'd you say? I forget.
Nephew.
Yeah. Okay. So if your nephew, hypothetically speaking, if your nephew is in the fourth grade, and the teacher starts explaining how you can tuck your penis.
Oh my God!
Don't laugh. Take it easy.
Yeah.
How you can tuck your penis with duct tape if you want to identify as something else. You wouldn't want to cut the short shit short. You wouldn't want to know about that in real time. Whoa, and get right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'd flip out, Star. I got to keep it real with you. That's not that's not something I'm, in any way, shape, or form supportive of. The kids acting like nowadays they got. I don't know about over there in the States, but over here. I know for a fact that some schools have kitty litter boxes in the goddamn classroom because kids think they're cats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, that's absolutely, that's insanity. I don't know. I don't have the answers really. I just, I think it's a very difficult topic because because I would like my children or whatever in schools to be learning and focused on what they need to be doing instead of on their goddamn cell phones, right?
Okay.
Or using their cell phones as an answer. I remember we weren't allowed to use calculators, you know what I mean?
Right.
For a math test. Nowadays, I guess
It's a different day and time, Frankie G. Different day and time. But hey, man, listen, I appreciate you. I'm not cutting you short, but you don't have any kids, so there's only been so far you can go with this topic. L.A. Reid settles with former Arista Records exec. Do you care, Frankie G?
No, I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about that.
Good to talk to you, man.
Absolutely. Take care, my nigga.
My nigga. Someone says, Star, you dropped out of school. Yes, and I've told you before, in case you don't remember why. I learned in the 7th grade in private school what they were teaching in New York City in the 12th grade. I said, I'm wasting my time here. And that's why I dropped out of high school. Fuck is you talking about? Why do they need to learn long division and multiplication? If a device does it for them, embrace technology. Bingo. Bingo. Hey, guys, Joel Santana was in a car crash, yes? Is he okay? I saw some pictures. His face was scarred up. I'm not a comedian, but could he not read the stop sign? Area code 207, please watch the language. Good afternoon. 2 topics on the table. 207.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Star?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I want to talk about the Jersey bill.
Okay. Are you from the New York Tri-State, sir? From New York Tri-State?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Okay. I need you to watch your language. With all due respect, a lot of black.
Nah, most definitely.
A lot of black males, you can't speak without using profanity. I say that respectfully. So if you start going in that direction, I got to get you out of here, all right?
Nah, I ain't. All right, I understand the program.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I don't think it's just Jersey. I think the whole American school system is archaic. Like everything is moving into AI. And if we're not using, everybody's on their phone 10, 12 hours a day. If we're not teaching these kids while they're young how to properly use these devices as tools that they can make money from, make content from, we're failing them.
Right.
Like AI going to take over all of these jobs, all these government jobs that people got that they so cozy with. When they lose them, they're not going to know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So we're actually hurting our kids when they say, "Oh, don't have like why wouldn't they have their phones in their hand? That's their computer.
Come on.
Why wouldn't you teach them how to make AI, make programs, and not just play Roblox and stupid games like that? Like so." Everything they I don't know what they're doing with the kids, but they're failing them. You know what I'm saying? They need to worry about like gun laws and other foolishness with what you call those metal detectors and all that, and making a school system safe and educational, not just repeat and wash and rinse and everybody doing the same thing they did when you was in school.
Right.
Like.
Right.
Everything is growing but the education system. So I don't.
Sir, you're hitting the nail on the head. I'm agreeing with you. You have to be in the technology race. You can't just, oh, well, kids need to talk to each other. That's that old stuff. That's back in my days.
That's a fact.
Yeah, go outside and play. Go outside and play. I got to be up to speed on what's going on. I got to find out, not just trending news. I got to follow everything in real time. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Come on.
So I don't know what the other topic was, but that's all I wanted to say on that piece right there because
you did good.
You know what I'm saying? We did good. We just doing a disservice.
Yes, sir.
But long time listener.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? I hope you come through.
So I hope you send in that donation. How about that? I hope you send in that donation.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now, beloved.
Peace, beloved. Peace, beloved. Okay.
Peace.
I don't mind the word beloved. Just don't call me a brother if you're new to the show. Let me put something else on the table for discussion. You guys up to speed what's going on up in New York? Mayor Zoran Mandani. I know some of you struggle to say his name. Salute to the homie, my son. My son and I don't share the same politics, but he's a good guy. and he has elevated his brand. He's doing some good things. But let's go to New York Post on YouTube. Tamika Mallory, met her once. She made a face when I was speaking on a panel. The Black Caucus, I think it was 2014. She made a face, funny style. But here we go. This is what's going on up in New York, for those who care. She's part of the mayor's transition team, crime transition team, her and about maybe 10 other people. They are now pulling up some of her older appearances. Do you care? Here we go.
Resurfaced video from Fox Carolina is going viral on X, featuring one of Mayor Zohran Mamdani's transition advisors on crime, raging that she didn't, quote, give a damn if BLM rioters torched a Target during the 2020 George Floyd protests that swarmed Minneapolis.
Enough is enough. And we are not responsible for the mental illness that has been inflicted upon our people by the American government, institutions, and those people who are in positions of power. I don't give a damn if they burn down Target, because Target should be on the streets with us, calling for the justice that our people deserve.
The woman in the video, Tamika Mallory, was announced in November as one of more than 24 people tapped to serve on Mamdani's community safety transition team. In the fiery 2020 speech, which was dubbed by some as the speech of a generation and garnered significant media attention, Mallory went on to claim that, quote, America has looted Black people.
Don't talk to us about looting. Y'all are the looters. America has looted Black people. America looted the Native Americans when they first came here. So looting is what you do. We learned it from you. We learned violence from you.
Mallory, a Harlem native, has been a longtime community activist and was one of the founding members of the Women's March. Mallory and two other founding members, Linda Sisor and Mari Lynn Bob Bland, found themselves in hot water after being dogged by accusations of anti-Semitism. In February 2018, Mallory attended and received a shout-out at a Nation of Islam Louis Farrakhan event, in which the firebrand anti-Semite called Jews satanic, claimed they ran the American and Mexican governments, and were encouraging marijuana use among Black men to their detriment. As criticism of Mallory's attendance at the event flourished, the activist took to X to damage control. This is a thread. It seems I am not being clear. I am and always have been against all forms of racism. I am committed to ending anti-Black racism, anti-Semitism, homophobia, and transphobia. This is why I helped create an intersectional movement to bring groups together. During an episode of The View, then host Meghan McCain ripped into the anti-police activist for attending the Farrakhan event.
I don't speak for Jewish people, but I think I'm just confused. These remarks are, I mean, it goes on death to Israel over and over again.
We did not make those remarks. You can't.
But you're associating with a man who does publicly.
What I will say to you is that I don't agree with many of Minister Farrakhan's statements.
Specifically about Jewish people.
As I said, I don't agree with many of Minister Farrakhan's statements.
You condemn them?
I don't agree with these statements.
The Women's March organization cut ties with the trio in 2019. Claiming the leaders served out their terms. Since the Women's March upheaval, Mallory continued to find herself embroiled in controversy while continuing her activism. In one interview with online entertainment outlet The Jasmine Brand, Mallory made it clear that she supported abolishing the police entirely.
So I definitely support defund the police. I'm not the author of it, but I have adopted the language because there's a big difference between abolishment and defunding. Abolish police would be to get rid of police forever, right? And I am an abolitionist.
Mallory has not landed an official job with the Mamdani administration, though her controversial remarks are among the latest to resurface from advisors or aides linked to the Democratic Socialist mayor. Catherine Almonte da Costa abruptly resigned in December, soon after she was appointed as the city's next director of appointments, after newly unearthed social media posts revealed a series of anti-Semitic comments, including her rants about, quote, money-hungry Jews, and defunding NYPD, quote, piggies. Mom Donnie's radical new tenant advocate, Sia Weaver, recently came under fire too for previously blasting homeownership as a weapon of white supremacy.
What are your thoughts? I'm not gonna, try and do a deep dive on this. If you're from the New York area and you feel the need to call in, please do. What do you think? Huh? Hold on. Somebody is trolling really hard in that goddamn live chat. RP, did you ever meet him? John Forte, get out of here. Is John Forte alive? Or is that somebody trolling? Can we get a confirmation? The troll babies say a lot of RIPs, but this man, Spence Grilla, I never met John Forte. Is he okay? Deeds, can you confirm? Is John Forte alive? Area code 914, please watch the language. Good afternoon. Got to turn that down in the background, please. 914. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. How are you?
Star.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Star? How are you?
Peace, beloved. What's going on?
Peace, beloved. How are you?
Good, good. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm just calling about the technology in school. And I was about to be the old man and say, get off my lawn and all that. But I do.
Can I ask you to turn that down in the background, please? We have some echo. I want to hear what you're saying. Please. Can you hear me,
I got
sir?
some Negroes in here. Yes, sir. I got some Negroes in here. So
Well, I can't let you kill the vibe, sir. Can you turn that down? Step
I got
outside. Come on, do something fast.
I got you.
Come on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so what I was saying was I was about to be the old man and say get off my lawn with all the technology, but you're right.
Okay.
The kids do be more involved with their phones and stuff like that. And
Sir, your phone is going in and out. Your phone's going in and out.
I said I agree with you that the kids should be. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go. There
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on.
Okay. I said I agree with you that the kids should be caught up with the other kids around the world. It is a world economy that we're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I do agree with that. But on the other end of it, the kids really don't use their phones to keep up with the technology. And the algorithm kind of doesn't, I want to say, go with things that are positive for the children. You see a lot of
Sir, are you a father? I hate to cut you short, but you got a lot of...
I am a father. I'm a father. I'm a father and
you got noise in the background, sir. I can only say it one more time. You have to make the adjustments. I can't let you kill the vibe. I can't let you do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you're saying...
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're saying...
I'm a father and a grandfather. Yes.
Okay, okay. So taking the phones out of the classrooms, kindergarten up to 12th grade in the entire state of New Jersey, you're saying you agree?
Yes, to a point. As long as they make adjustments to protect the children.
Okay.
Because I do understand the concerns.
Okay.
I do understand the concerns of parents as far as wanting to know what's going on in those classes at all times with their children, with the things that are going on in the world today. I understand that. Okay. But there's a discipline that's missing with our children. I work in I own a grocery store, a small grocery store, and I deal with a lot of children in our neighborhood. Mm-hmm. A lot of them can't add 25 cents. Yeah. They really can't. Yeah. You know, but on the other end of it, if I don't know how to do something with this phone, I could pass it to a 12-year-old and they'll do it for me.
Right.
So they know all about the technology. Yeah. They know all about the technology. So it's how we teach them. Like if we were teaching them civics on the phone, that's one thing, you know, but they see all the nonsense that we see as adults on the phone. Okay. That's what's promoted to our children.
Do you live in the state of New Jersey, sir? What state are you in?
My sister actually lives in New Jersey and I live in New York.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So my nieces actually go to New Jersey public schools right now.
Okay.
So it does concern me.
All right.
And some of the curriculums are out of whack. But I have a little bit of a problem with people who say, oh, I want to know what's wrong with my kids, but they don't go to PTA meetings.
Right. You see, we haven't even gone down that path because a lot of parents are not involved. And I don't know.
You're not involved.
You're not involved.
And you're not involved. You use the school system as a babysitter.
Yeah.
And then when something pops off, you're ready to get in there, then you want to be involved.
Right.
Well, you got to get involved before all that. And if you're involved before all that, the little 8 hours a day or 6 hours a day or however long they stay in school now, it's not going to be the end of the world, is all I'm saying. And it will teach the kids some discipline.
Okay.
Because the kids have no discipline right now. And as far as using their minds to solve problems, I'm telling you, if it's not $1, if it doesn't end in zeros, if it's not a single dollar, it throws the kids off.
Okay.
They don't know. They can barely figure out math problems, simple math problems.
Okay. I appreciate the call, sir. Have a good day.
You are welcome, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Shanita. I got your email. Shanita, that's a long ass email, baby. I'm 61. I'm not putting that much effort into it. I'm going to be honest with you. It's damn near 3 paragraphs. Come on. Scale that down. Anything beyond that, call in. Blade, I got your donation. Thank you, Blade. Let me get the homie in the queue. Ready? Big Elvis, sit tight, so I'll be right there. Big Elvis the chef. Hang on. Okay. Okay, so rapper John Forte did. He was 50 years of age. What happened? Anybody want to call in, break this down? Sheesh. Hold on. Deeds just sent me something here. Let me check and see if Deeds is. Deeds just sends me quick text messages, which I so appreciate. Okay, she says no cause of death yet, but they said he died suddenly. Uh-oh. 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 Did John Forte get high back in the days? If you used to get high back in the days, and as you get older, if you haven't learned how to master your high, and then you think you're going to creep off, not saying he did this, you think you're going to creep off on the quiet tip, get a little bump, little quicker picker upper, and then you fuck around and you sniff a little fentanyl. Yo. Oh my God. I mean no disrespect. Condolences to the family. Was John Forte getting high back in the days? Gene Richmond, where are you, sir? Do you want to call in? Number 9. That was wrong with me. I'm going to edit that whole part out about John Forte, R.I.P. Big Elvis, the chef Rosenberg. Good afternoon, sir. Are you there? Big Elvis.
Big Elvis, the chef Rosenberg. I am here, Star.
Where do you want to start, sir? Take your time.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this law that Jersey is trying to pass.
Oh, yeah?
Or at least the governor, before he leaves, thinks this is going to be a major accomplishment, part of his, his tenure, whatever the words are. I am against anything that's going to be a law. If we're going to change some curriculum or allow the schools to kind of police themselves and get rid of the cell phones, I'm okay with that. But if it's a law, that means men with guns can come and regulate.
Okay.
Like, let me give you an example. What if the children decide to record a teacher acting up? Then they get to say that the child broke the law by recording this, or by, voice recording, video recording,
right,
anything like that. What if you use it to pass a test? Now it's a law. See, once you have laws,
right,
it gets real scary. So I'm against more laws. So I'm against it as far as it being a law, because that's when men with guns show up.
Okay, so and you're a father of how many? Big Elvis, I forget.
Yeah, I'm a father, and I have children that are in school. I have a 8th grader and a 9th grader.
Okay, your words should resonate more than mine. I'm just going by what I think and safety precautions, but I don't have kids. I just it's a different day and time, and people are wearing their certain beliefs and ideologies on their sleeves now, whereas before, back in the days, a lot of teachers were neutral, and they would let you solve the equation or the problem. If you got it wrong, they would circle it in a red pen or something to that effect. But now they're trying to use mind control education, and that concerns me. But now also, we've got AI teaching in the classroom. So you correct me if I'm wrong. The kids have to be equipped to stay up to speed with AI. Yes, no?
I agree. I don't know if the phone is going to be too helpful, because what's happening is social media. Kids are more involved in that than passing a test in the classroom with AI, when they can pass the test with AI at home. There's a lot of sexting going on with these children, with these kids, these young adults. They are using the phone. Like I told my son, I took his phone away because I say he used it for evil. I says, I'm not accepting what you put.
Big Elvis, Big Elvis.
Yeah.
I say this with all due respect. You said you took your son's phone away, but didn't a couple of months ago you said your kids don't have phones?
They don't have phones. No, they don't. And it's because of me taking the phone away.
Oh, you took it away.
But my daughter never had one. I took one from the oldest son, the 15-year-old.
Okay.
I had to, and then here's the crazy part, is that in his school, they don't even allow phones. But if you're cool with the security, and these are people with badges, they have school, they look like NYPD, they allow certain kids that they cool with to come in with their phones.
Okay.
So it's like, it's like, what you gonna do here? But I definitely am against the phones 100%, because what's going on with these boys and these girls is out of control.
Can I jump in?
Out of control. Please.
Okay. And again, what I'm saying is just, based upon assumptions. I don't have any solid proof here. There used to be something called, what is that, study, where you have a break during the day to go study, right? Do they still have that? I would imagine some type of variation of that in school.
No, he doesn't have that in school.
No.
I'm saying my daughter has something similar to that.
Elvis.
Yeah.
I'm saying children in general. Do they still have study classes where you go to a class and for 35 minutes you can study? Do they still have that in schools?
No, not in his school, not in her school. No.
Okay. Let me just say this then. I would encourage these study classes that I used to know about. You say they don't have them anymore, because at some point in the day you need to go reset, some type of refresher. A female may have to go do some type of goddamn report, and she may need to go research something with that phone, to then go back to another class and be in the loop. Does that make sense or no?
Yes, it makes perfect sense. But I think that in what's going on now, here's something that's going to blow your mind, Star. They don't give children homework anymore.
Okay.
Are you aware of that?
People have called in and said these things. And again, I'm not going all the way back to my day. It's different now. And I respect the newer curriculums, because now you have to apply yourself. You have to apply. And if you don't apply yourself, then you know what? How about we not waste money on you for these private schools and things of that nature? You're not going to apply yourself as a parent. So that's what I'm saying. But go ahead.
Well, let me also correct this. When my kids were in, before the pandemic, we had them in parochial schools. They gave homework and still do. But public schools do not give homework. And they say, the teachers say, you know, one of my co-hosts for the Premium Black News Channel, he's a teacher. Okay. And he says the reason why they stopped giving out homework is because the children don't respect any of the consequences for not having homework. So if you give them detention or anything like that, it means nothing. It has no effect on them whatsoever. So they just say it's just not worth it. So they just, you know, the thing is, you know, the testing in the class and all that kind of stuff. Okay. But as far as going home and doing homework, kids, that's over. That mentality is over, at least for the public school.
Okay. I appreciate you. Anything on L.A. Reid settling with the former Arista Records exec, Drew Dixon? Big Elvis?
Yeah, that, you know, he settled before the courts could give him anything. You know, it makes sense. He doesn't need any details out there like that. You know, there's still allegations, and then they're probably never going to tell us how much he gave her. So he still wins.
Okay.
You know, this is the way lawsuits are. Sometimes you got to settle right there at the door of the courtroom before you go in.
Good to talk to you, Elvis. Good to talk to you.
Respect, Star.
Respect. Thank you. Who's that in the live chat saying, Star, I have never had study class? 46 from New York City. Well, I'm from New Jersey. I'm not from New York City. I went to high school my last year in Queens, Andrew Jackson. I couldn't learn nothing there, to be honest with you. I've told you this before. I said, this is beneath me. And then I moved into New York City. I went to George Washington High School for my last year, G-Dub, class of 82. And that school was 99.9% Dominican. And when I was going through the books for the different classes, I said, my God, I learned this stuff in the 6th and 7th grade. I'm out of here. So if you never had study class, I don't know what to tell you. Anybody from New Jersey? And I'm not trying to, you know, be uppity and bougie, but anybody from New Jersey have study class? We used to have a class during the day where you go study. Then you go back to your regular classes. Area code 812. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. Are you there? 812? Yes, no, maybe?
Yeah. What up?
Yes, sir. What up?
Yeah. All right. With the cell phone ban, here's the problem. Now, what if you got a perverted janitor who's going to watch them? So all the videos that might be in the school, it's going to be the school's word against the students. So one thing the cell phones did do is capture different fights, you know what I mean? So you could see what happened.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? They couldn't twist the truth around. So now if you take that out, it's just the school's word or, oh, we didn't have no footage, X, Y, Z. So you don't know what's really going on.
Are you a father, sir, or a grandfather? Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, I'm a father.
Okay.
Yeah. Father, too. They're both out of high school. My oldest son graduated. He's in college, and my oldest son, he's out of school. So, yeah, I've been there, done that.
Okay. Well, this is for the newer generation coming up. Did you go through anything where you were concerned as a father? Did you have to go down to the school at any point in time and regulate?
Not really. My youngest son smacked somebody for taking his do-rag off, but other than that, you know what I mean? Yeah. He wasn't no punk, but the class he was talking about was study hall or resource is what they call it in Indiana.
Yeah.
That's study hall or resource.
Yeah.
You're
from what state? Where'd you grow up?
Indiana.
Okay.
Indiana.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was some bum ass New York nigga who, you know, He's from the slum.
Yeah.
From the slums, bum ass nigga, never heard of study hall.
Yeah. Yeah. And as far as as far as L.A. Reid, I think what happened is a lot of these A&Rs and stuff, they let them rap lyrics get out of hand, and now it's affecting them now. Because one bar that I think Jay-Z messed up by saying was, I ain't gonna lie, the mouth was sick, but what you need to do is put that mouth on.
Easy. I know where you're going. Let's take it slow.
I think he messed up all the rappers when he said that line.
Okay. All right. I appreciate the call, sir. Salute. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Peace, beloved. Any Philadelphia Eagle fans want to call in and explain what happened? Oh my God. People told me, yo, Star, talk about the Eagles. I didn't watch the game. I didn't even watch the Steelers game. I've been busy dealing with contracts and stuff like that. Oh, wait a minute. Here's my homie. There you are, sir. Gene Richmond, aka number 9, my political correspondent. Good afternoon.
Hey, thank you. In the words of the great Milton Friedman, the world is a stage of political propaganda and assertion.
Absolutely.
It's always good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Where do you want to start on the topics? Number 9.
Well, I just want to touch on the educational topic that you brought up in the cell phones. And I just want to say, I think it's really great that you pushed this topic, a varied amount of unique topics with journalistic integrity. And I got to give it to you for doing that on your show. But you're appealing to an audience of a bunch of blacks, and you're talking about education. You're talking education to blacks. Now,
well, hang on, sir. You do know I have a wide variety of listeners and viewers, and we've had some people call in. Legally Shay, she's Puerto Rican and Dominican. Frankie G, who's Caucasian from Canada. So people are commenting, and it's not necessarily from a black perspective. You, sir, are black, yes, by way of Haitian lineage. What are your thoughts on the showrunner, hang on a second, in New Jersey? You don't live in New Jersey. Where do you want to go here? Come on.
I live in Connecticut, which has a much better educational system than New Jersey. I mean, I'm 10 minutes from Greenwich, Connecticut, which has some of the best schools in the nation.
Okay.
Stanford, Connecticut has some quality schools. The New Canaan system, Westport, Southport, Southbury, we got some of the best schools in the nation. But I just think again, you did say you have a wide variety of listeners, and I think it's good for schools to practice these measures. But you're still talking to blacks who call the show and say, yo, what up? Just to, as an intro.
And those people send in Skrilla, sir. So listen to me. Let's get to the topic. You never mind people who support this machine. Come on. It's a bill in New Jersey, not quite a law yet. What say you?
Well, I think it's great. I mean, we can remember a time where you didn't have a cell phone in schools. I remember that at that time, and I'm sure you do. And it helped the process of learning effectively and fully. And how can you really have a effective educational process when you have smart devices everywhere? And I understand they serve a purpose. I get it. It's an instant fix of information at the touch of a touchscreen. I understand that. We're in the information age, and we've advanced in digital technology. But we also know that smart devices are a distraction. And you have a lot of these children who suffer from these ADHD symptoms. They suffer from these other undiagnosed issues, these learning disabilities. And I think a smart device does not enable them to capture the full extent of their educational process. So I am in support of this. Again, I have a libertarian idealist mentality, and I'm not for the state intervening on every aspect, but I do think sometimes you have to do away with things that don't enable kids to reach their full potential. And I think smartphones can be a serious problem.
A distraction, if you will.
I mean, all we had was calculators. That was it. That was the.
Can I jump in? Can I jump in?
Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, we had, well, I'm older than you. I was born in 1964. We were allowed to use calculators in New Jersey, in Terrell Middle School, Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, my elementary school, Shakamaxon. We were encouraged to bring in a calculator, or in some classes they had them, so that we could have an understanding of not just multiple equation and stuff like that, but fractions, percentages, if we didn't necessarily understand how the lesson was being taught. So I'm in favor of keeping those phones in the classroom. Now, with all due respect, you're a dad. You don't have to give out any detail, but your daughter, she technology driven. Yes, you don't want to deprive her of something that could keep her up to speed with Asian kids or other kids from other nations, right?
Well, no, we definitely don't want to deprive them. And most, my daughter's in college now, and most of the curriculum is on an app. Again, it's the advancement in technology, and we understand why there is a need for it. But like the law of polarity tells us, for every element, there's an opposite. Okay. And sometimes, a calculator, you can't pull up Wall Star or booty shaking and all kinds of freak activity that will distract the kids from their reading, writing, and arithmetic. So I think there can be a form of regulation. If you take it away, if you don't ban the phones completely, you have some sort of regulation on it that they don't have access for the full amount of time that they're at school. Maybe they can get it at their downtime, at a recess, maybe, or maybe half of the day. Maybe they can make some kind of an idea, détente, where they can come to an agreement where they don't fully take it away, but there has to be something that keeps away from these kids being distracted. And I think smart devices are a distraction.
Okay. I appreciate your input. Anything else you want to chime in on? Any thoughts on Tamika Mallory? She's part of the Zoran Mandani Crime Advisory Board in New York City. You're not a New York City resident, but what are your thoughts? Do you think she should step down? Should he sit her down because someone else from his cabinet, she had to step down for supposed anti-Semitic remarks from the past? What are your thoughts? Number 9.
Well, I think she's right where she belongs. The Zoran Mandani cabinet is full of a bunch of agitators, race hustlers, and socially inadequate talking heads. So I think she's right where she belongs. New York City has become a political and social cesspool, and now they have a new king, and she is the queen in that court. So I think she's right where she belongs, and she's standing up for her so-called black and brown people. Whenever you hear that nonsense, you know what to expect. I think these race communists is what I call them. They're pushing this, color agenda. They fit perfectly in because, again, New York City has turned into a cesspool of foreigners, a cesspool of political misgivings, and a cesspool of corruption. And again, there's a new king who fits in perfectly. I think she's in the right place at the right spot. Okay. So what if she made offensive comments? She's a New Yorker. She's in New York. Right. Everybody's offended in New York some way, somehow. Okay. So hey, yeah, the pride of blackness, right? There's your new black leader, black people, Tamika Mallory. There you go.
I appreciate the call. Thank you. Number 9, G in Richmond.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. Bikini Boxing, I got your Cash App. Thank you so much. Folks, with regards to the topic today, we ask that you hit the like button. Okay. That's what JGB. Here are the average cost. Oh my goodness. Okay, someone just sent me. I don't want to look at this right now. Thank you so much, Red. I could not believe what I saw last night. The average sale price for 1 to 3 family homes, which includes single family houses in Queens recently surpassed 1 million, making the first time this average was that high. Oh my goodness. Why didn't I see that coming? I've got to go do a little bit more research and we'll come back to this. That's crazy. Oh, it's, I think I got a sponsor who's been in the queue. Hey, is that JR Cigars?
Yes, sir, Star. Yes, it is. How you doing, Star?
What's up, man? Pardon me. I'm just now looking at your email. Where do you want to start? Let me get your banner information ready on the showrunner. What's going on with you, man? How you feel?
I'm doing all right. I could talk a little bit about a bunch of topics because I have a daughter that's in the New Jersey school system.
Okay. First and foremost, you are one of my top sponsors. Let's talk about your cigars. I smoked one last night. Okay. Accuracy. Let's talk about that first.
Yes. My cigars are made out of Camarillo, Santiago, Dominican Republic. They are premium cigars, smooth pull, smooth draw, and they're liked by women and men, and everybody likes them. And I'm trying to become one of the biggest cigar sellers in the world, but I'm starting off slow, grassroots. So
you're doing it, damn.
I'm glad you like it, Star, too.
You're doing the damn thing. Okay, so you have a daughter in school in New Jersey. Can we ask how old she is? Don't say which county.
16.
Okay. And with regards to the bill that was recently signed by the governor, I think he's going out somewhere around January 20th. This is not.
Yeah, he's going out soon.
Okay, this is not yet a law, but what are your thoughts taking phones out of the schools, putting them in some type of pouch during school so that they can have access? What say you?
Well, I agree with it because me and my wife, we when she comes home from school, we usually take the phone from her.
Okay.
Because I think the kids, if I'm going to parent teachers meetings and conferences, the kids sometimes they're distracted by the phones. Okay. Now I know some people saying, "Oh, I'm worried that my kid something might happen. I can't get in contact with them." But with my school and my daughter's school, they contact us constantly through emails. I actually think the New Jersey education system is better than New York's. Way better. I'm from New York.
That's a whole fact. It's a whole fact.
Oh yeah. I when we went to her school, like the opening night and everything, I said if I would have been here, I would have graduated from school. So I totally agree with it. I think Murphy's doing a good thing.
Okay. Okay. So now we are talking about L.A. Reid settling former Arista Records Drew Dixon lawsuit.
Yeah.
You were Diddy's bodyguard for how many years? I forget.
Yeah, I was his bodyguard and building security for about 7 years. So I've been around the industry. I've been I worked. It was when he had the Sean John and Bad Boy building. Mm-hmm. So I've been around all type of these type of people. And like you said, certain people will sell themselves just to try to get in the mix.
Right.
And like now this woman, Drew Dixon, from what I've been reading, she seems like a distinguished woman. I don't know, but she seems like she's a successful music exec. But I even seen some women when I worked at Bad Boy sell themselves short to rappers or even to other people just to get ahead,
right.
Sleep ahead. So maybe,
take it easy. We have no proof, and she is suing people. But now hold on a second.
Yeah.
L.A. Reid settled with her, and again, you worked. What years did you work for Diddy? I forget.
2004 to 2011.
Okay. So, sometimes they settle, hey, this is not worth the headache. And that can then come back to bite you because we saw Diddy settle with Cassie and then the goddamn feds came in. In your opinion, do you think that now there may be some type of federal investigation with regards to L.A. Reid? And even though he's settling with Drew Dixon, they may go in and put him in the steel bracelets, in your opinion?
They could. It could happen. Maybe that's why he settled. He didn't want that. He's an older guy. He don't want that smoke. And also look what happened with, you had other executives catching. Everybody's scared now that everything that happened with Diddy. Guys back in the days were running around doing their thing, but we're in a different time now.
Yeah.
But I think he did that because he was like, I don't want to go through this. I don't want to go to court. I don't want to go through this.
Hey, man, listen, I appreciate you calling in. AccuracySmokes.com. That's your platform, guys. This is the homie right here. This is his brand. Please go there. Purchase a box, and I will give you 2 weeks free promotion in my community section if you purchase a box of cigars. Hey, reach out to Vlad, the information I sent you earlier, and let's talk later on in the week, all right?
All right. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I did that.
Okay. Salute.
Okay. Thank you.
He's got some stories to tell. He was there with Diddy. He was there. Oh my goodness. Here comes Janet now. Sending me the Queens New York market summary. Janet, I'm heated right now. I should have never brought this up. The average home price of some of those old rundown houses in South Jamaica, Queens, starting at over $700,000. Good God Almighty. Spanky Big Head Star homes in the BX Charlotte Street area go for about $1 million. Originally $60K. Thank you, Frankie, but Spanky, pardon me, Spanky. I would never live in the BX. I don't give a goddamn how much gentrifying they do and upgrading. Anybody from the BX sold any property and made some money? Hold on a second. Okay. Someone is in the live chat saying, SUP, S-U-P, Mr. Taurine. Troll orphans. Okay. You see a prime example of why you need these goddamn mobile devices in school. That person doesn't even know how to spell my goddamn last name. I'm not going to correct you. Sheesh. Boris, what's going on? Oh, my God. Now here comes Boris sending me an email about prices in South Jamaica, Queens. No more. I'm sorry I even brought that up. Thank you, Boris. Okay, here's Blade talking crazy about the small hats again. Blade, I am not transparent with my business. You know that. I'll see you guys in New York in a couple of weeks. I'm not transparent. Is it William? Got your donation. Respect the machine. Thank you so much. Folks, please stop sending links about prices on homes in South Jamaica. I'm done. I just, I had to go lay back down after I saw that last night. Let me get that off the screen. Okay, we're going to continue on. I don't know why, but this caught my eye. As many of you know, I spent many, many years in the Philadelphia, Cheltenham area, going back to the mid to late 70s. I've still got family there. Most of my family's retired law enforcement. But this I found to be pretty entertaining. Hold on a second. I don't know who this is. Is she a comedian? I think so. Comedian LSD. This was funny. I hope she doesn't mind me playing this on the show if anybody is from the Philadelphia area. Here we go.
Things all real Philly people know. Don't ask me how we all know these things. We never communicated with each other. We just do. Number one, all people from Philly know you never get a cheesesteak from Pat's or Geno's. Trash. Number two, real Philly people know you do not get your water ice from motherfucking Rita's. That joint watery as shit. Depending on where you live, Frags all day, Transillies and Johns, Kings, anything but motherfucking readers. Watery ass, water ice. Like, next. Ain't no fucking ATM in Philly. It's a motherfucking Mac machine. And we all say I'm about to go tap Mac. Fuck a Philadelphia Mills. It's forever gonna be Franklin Mills. Fuck a fashion district. It's forever gonna be the gallery. Fuck City Ave. It's forever gonna be City Line. Fuck Columbus. It's forever gonna be Delaware Ave. All Philly people know that we do not claim PA. We our own separate shit. I don't give a fuck that it's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and we're the fucking city. We our own fucking state, bitch. It's Philadelphia, Philly. Fuck is you talking about? Just like B-More don't claim Maryland, and so on and so on. Philly do not claim PA. Fuck out of here, dickhead. Real Philadelphia.
I found that to be entertaining. Anybody want to call in, co-sign what she said, or reject what she said? Hang on a second. Someone sent in something for the screen. Why won't you ever talk about Tracy Waples? Her history in the industry as an exec is crazy. Do you want to call in? I don't have any stories about Tracy Waples. And in case you don't know, I did not hang out with a lot of the people in the hip-hop diaspora. I'm proud of my age. Again, most of my music industry, record industry days was working in the pop, rock, and promotion and marketing departments. In terms of rap, radio, and stuff like that, yeah, I knew her name. She was a bad boy, and I'm not sure where else she worked. Is there something you want to get off your chest? You want to make some accusations? I have no gripe with Tracy Waples. Okay, but thank you for your donation. Let me take one more call before I take my break, all right? Area code 718, please watch the language. Good afternoon. Are you there about the topics?
How you doing?
I'm doing. Good afternoon.
I'm calling in about the cell phones in the schools in New Jersey.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, a couple of my little cousins go to school with the phones out here, and I think it's actually pretty good because they're in there fighting and just taking videos all day of each other.
How old are they?
13. Other one is 9 and 7. The 7-year-old don't really have a phone. The 9-year-old and the older one have cell phones. They're in and out the school.
You said these are your nephews?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And are they learning? Are they applying the knowledge, or are they just, they go to school and they're just getting through it and they're not really comprehending? I mean, we can't just look at all kids and say, they're not applying themselves. What is your vision of them?
They're not learning with the phones. They can get the phone when they come home from school. They go to school, they need to learn. You know what I mean? That's what they're there for. They can get the phones after school. New York actually does that in Lehman High School. They make the kids across the street check their telephones into like a little stand in the Bronx. They've been doing that for years.
Okay. So you're not a father, but you have nieces and nephews, you said, or nephews?
Yeah, I'm very, very, I'm like you. I'm just into myself. I don't really care about no bros.
Okay. Okay. So, if I understand you correctly, you think it's a good thing that they're taking the phones away? I don't want to put words in your mouth. It's a good thing?
Yes, I think it's a good thing that they're taking the phones away. I think the governor that's coming in right now in New Jersey is a total whack job.
Okay.
She's for the LGBT community, and that's what she's trying to put in all the schools out here.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Area code 510. Sit tight, please. Sit tight. Be right there. Hey, Deeds, did you send the link via the live chat with regards to the eBay page? Guys, the eBay page is popping. selling 90% of my Tommy Hilfiger collection. The same way the Kardashians have the Kardashian closet, you know? Those items are moving. Everything has been dry cleaned. I never wore any of those jackets, classic tops outside. Nothing ever spilled on them. Truth be told, that's why I stopped smoking cigars during the show. I didn't want to get any type of cigar smoke in the Tommy Hilfiger clothing. They sent me doubles. They sent me checks. So I'm now giving you the opportunity. Hold on a second. Let me see if Deeds sends a link, and then I'm going to take my break. Peace, Abdul. Yes, Abdul, I've been trying to take my break, sir, but people have been calling, and I don't want to just, not pick up the phones. Okay, you're my last call before I take my break. 510, are you there? 510.
Hey, Star, Sheila.
Hey, Sheila, how are you?
I'm doing much better. I was out the last time I called.
Okay, we got a little buzz, Sheila, on your phone. Are you okay? Or do you want to give her a second?
What about now? Can you hear me better now?
There you go. Tower of Love Foundation, you're one of my sponsors. In my community section, there is a petition. Yes, you want people to go there?
Yes, I do.
Come on, talk about that first before we get into a topic, please.
So it's change.org, Save Our Future Now, and it's our ongoing goal to have music and language positive reinforcement in the schools.
Okay.
Something we've been fighting for over a decade. And the music is not really happening really too much, but they are addressing hate speech. So that's a big, huge part of what we've been asking for.
And this is, pardon me, in Oakland, California, yes?
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Come on, talk about it.
Yeah, so that's what we're focused on at this time. I mean, my ongoing advocacy for music is still ongoing, of course, but we're, like I had said the last time I called, the district is going through budget crisis right now. And so I'm at least grateful that the superintendent is focusing on the hate speech part of it.
Okay.
I mean, at all schools, there needs to be that reinforcement of respect and love. And so I'm happy that at least that part they're working on.
Well, now, hang on a second, Sheila. You're concerned out of the Oakland, California area. Do you get involved with regards to any other states aside from California? I mean, I respect what you're doing in California. Do you push a movement or something else that would go into other states, something you can tell us about?
Over the years, we have reached out to government and even the presidents, the former and prior presidents of the United States and Department of Education.
Okay.
So it is a nationwide goal that we hope will one day happen. But, I'm focused on my son's district right now. And I'm still continuing to be his music teacher. He's learning online. I had made a donation about that cell phone use too, because I think for, I don't know. I think for students in special education and for kids that are extra vulnerable, there should be an exception for them to be able to have the cell phone, maybe not on them, but like in a designated safety spot where they can reach out if they need to. So I just kind of have some mixed feelings.
When you say vulnerable, are you also including autistic children? I want to be clear when you say make exceptions for,
Yeah, autistic children that have problems with communication. Some people can only text. They might be non-speaking, and then other kids that have other medical vulnerabilities. There could be an emergency where they may need to contact their parent or their parent may need to reach out to them. And so I think in a sense of it being like a safety concern, that there should be some exceptions made in certain cases.
When I was growing up, they had I'm sure I'm using old terminology. They had the short bus. They had the short bus, and you had some kids who wore safety gear. You know, do they still? Is that within the same curriculum now, or is that like different schools? Are they charter schools? I don't know. I don't have kids, but you know. But I'm agreeing with you. Some kids should have access to this, but the kids who are special needs, that's what I'm trying to say, special needs. What is your experience or your thoughts with kids who have special needs and being allowed to carry a phone or some type of tracking or recording device before you go?
Yeah, I mean, my student learns online, so I'm not sure about like the in-person thing, but I know on a personal thought for myself, I mean, if I had to send them to school in person, I would definitely want, them to have access to the phone, if nothing else, for safety reasons.
Okay. Sheila, great to talk to you, and thank you for your continued support. Guys, please go into the community section. Click on the link for Sheila's platforms, Tower of Love Foundation. Yes?
Yes, I would like that. Thank you so much. And we're still trying to get some positive voices together for people to just submit their links and videos.
Okay.
And I appreciate that.
Great to talk to you, Sheila. Take care. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Hey there. You might be my last caller. Please watch the language. We're discussing a video that we just saw. Are you there? Good evening.
Yeah, is this me?
Good evening.
This me? What's up, sir?
Yes, sir. How are you? It's cracking.
Just got off work. How you doing?
I'm alive. So niggas are having strokes, aneurysms. Niggas are going blind behind ex-wives. Where do you want to start, sir? Come on.
Catching pneumonia.
Yeah.
Niggas is getting everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. Family members of former police officers, man. That was a wild chase right there, man. I think it was unnecessary. It's all after the fact. So all we're doing is speculating, you know what I mean?
Well, sir, it happened October the 10th, 2024 in Michigan. I don't know the exact town. The driver was sent. Well, sir, this is a teachable moment here, whether it's old or not. Someone just defiant, didn't want to get out of the vehicle, killed two people. I think it's worth discussing. Yes, no?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same old nigga shit that you always...
Let's get that goofy out of here. You're old, so old and black, and you can't control your mouth. Hey there, 973. Janet, is that you? My last caller?
Hey, Star.
Hey. What's going on, Janet? How are you?
Okay. I wanted to talk about the last video that you just played.
Come on.
Now, I understand that sometimes when the police pull you over or raid your home or whatever, it could be a scary scenario, right? But the thing is to comply. But here's the trick. The last time I had a raid on my house before. It was something that my sister did. It was some tickets, and they raided my house. It was crazy. Okay. So I let them in. It was about 10 of them. Now, my cousin, who was a detective, he told me, I was wrong to let them in my house, but I ain't had nothing to hide. So, but it was so many of them that I was kind of a little scared, intimidated is the word. But, however, what I did was, because I knew the situation that could happen with police and the hurt that could harm to my family and people that were in my house, what I did was I told them that I needed my ambulance. I told them I needed to go to the doctor, that I felt like I was having an anxiety attack or a heart attack at the time. So that way they had to cease what they was doing and make sure that I get the proper medical care because, they wear the cameras and stuff. So there's the thing. If you're scared that they're going to do something to you, because it is a reality, when they pull you over, tell them you need medical care immediately. So that way you can go to the hospital. They can document everything about.
Janet, I got to jump in, Janet. Listen, with all due respect, and I appreciate, not just you calling in, but you assist with research. you're good for excusing bad behavior by way of black women, right?
No, I'm not excusing the behavior. I was trying to say how to keep yourself safe, because you do have some rambunctious police officers.
How about getting out of the vehicle? Clearly, and hang on, there was a part in the video where they spoke about the law and how you do have to get out of the vehicle when asked. How about How about accountability, as opposed to you now trying to tell them how to evade a lawful order? Can we start there, please?
No, I'm not saying evade it. I'm saying to comply with everything they say. In addition, ask for medical help if you are frightened of the police. There are people that are frightened of the police. There are things that this government do and people in authority do that is dangerous. It's downright horrendous. I have been witness to that. I have been I would say a survivor of that. These people do these things. They do. So that's why you have to ask for medical care at the time. So this way you know that you can be safe.
Okay.
Comply, but in addition to complying.
Can I jump in?
Medical care.
Can I jump in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can we deal with what happened there as opposed to trying to put some other scenario on the table? What did you see? Did you see a belligerent, vile human being who knew that her license was suspended, had a plate on the vehicle that didn't match the vehicle? Shouldn't she have got out of the vehicle, Janet?
Yes, I said that like 3 or 4 times. I am not denying that. Okay. What I'm saying is if they were frightened, just like when they crashed, the police officer made the statement, "Oh, I knew that was going to happen." So he knew that he was putting the public in danger by chasing her. He knew that. He knew that going in, because he made the statement. If you listen to the tape, he made the statement. He said, "I knew that was going to happen."
That was just a reaction, Janet. He did not have foreseeable vision. Come on, you see, now you're trying to go somewhere as opposed to dealing with what actually was said in the moment. I knew that was going to happen. He didn't, see that coming. It's just a reaction. But
he made the statement that he foresaw that this was going to happen.
That's fine. Was he sued for the statement? I mean, I don't know where you're going.
Well, no. What I'm saying is this: you have people that have badges. You have people that are in authority that should not be, or they don't have the mental stability to do the job that they're supposed to do. Wow. My whole thing is comply. And if you feel that you are in immediate danger, because some people do feel that they are in immediate danger when they are surrounded by the police, right, please ask for an ambulance.
Okay.
You comply, but ask for an ambulance. And therefore, you'll have another witness, and you'll have a report of how you were before you went into any prison system.
Jen, I got to read a comment on the screen. This goes along with what you just said. Everybody saw it coming, Janet. Not just the cop. Everybody.
Yeah, I understand that.
We were sitting here waiting for the climax.
To serve and protect. It's the police job to serve and protect the community as a whole. So if he's seen an accident coming, the thing was to prevent it. 2 people have died now.
Gotcha.
2 people have died now. He is the expert because he is a police officer, so he has seen these things, and he could understand a foreseeable accident. He understood that. He understood that. Yeah, he still chased them. In some states, in some cities.
Janet, are you a cop hater? Janet, are you a cop hater?
Am I a cop hater? No. Don't try to twist the story. I'm telling people if they are afraid of the police to comply, it's the safest thing to do, and then ask for an ambulance or tell them you having a medical emergency. You could be having an anxiety attack. You must protect yourself. We're living in a day and age where our police, our teachers, our firemen, we have doubt.
Janet, can I jump in? Sometimes you do get long-winded. Please, can I jump in?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is your family member okay? You said the house was raided over tickets. Is everybody okay?
Yeah, it was ready while I was in there. When they came in about 14, 15 deep.
I got
they was looking for my sister.
I got it.
This was over.
Is she okay?
This is over 10, 15 years ago. No, you know my sister passed like 2 years ago. But
I don't remember. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Condolences. Okay.
Well, when they came in, and it was like 15 deep, and they weren't in uniforms. Like 2 or 3 of us in uniform. The rest were in like undercover stuff, and they was
over tickets in New Jersey, Janet.
Yes, this was in Newark. They was bombarding me to come in the house. I'm trying to figure out what's going on because my sister used my name a lot in a lot of stuff. And then they was like, then they had her picture, and it was like, well, this is not you. And I was like, yeah, I know it's not me. But here's the thing. Oh, they said, can we search the house? Sure, go ahead. I don't have nothing to hide, but my kid is upstairs, and I have a brother who's a schizophrenic.
Did they have a warrant, Janet? Janet, slow down, please. Did they have a warrant?
Well, they had a warrant for me, but they had the wrong picture because my sister, like I said, she consistently used my name.
A warrant to search the premises is what I'm asking you.
I don't know. I don't know what they had, but they did have a warrant. I said they asked to search, so they didn't have a warrant because they wouldn't have asked to search because that right there negates it.
Okay.
So they came in, and I remember I have a police family. My people in my family are members of police officers and stuff. Okay. So the thing was,
all right,
I let them in, but I let them in, and then I told them once they was like in there for about 10 minutes, I said, hey, listen, I think I gotta go to the hospital. I think something's wrong. Either I'm having an anxiety attack or I'm in the middle of a heart attack. They stopped all the shit they was doing.
Janet, great to talk to you. Using profanity now. I got to cut you short. Thank you, Janet.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Well,
thank you.
Thanks for letting me call, and I apologize for using profanity. And I'm gonna go ahead and send you a little something for that. Okay.
Thank you, Janet. Bye now. Okay. Are you ready now? I picked up, and you were not there earlier. 240. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, I'm here. How you, bro?
Good evening, sir. Please don't call me brother. I'll let bro slide, but go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just want to say, man, I'm a little bit on the fence myself, man, because I can understand how the phones can be such a distraction.
Okay.
But at the same time, I could see where, man, with all this crazy going on in the world, man, I would want my son to be able to hit me at any time and let me know I need to pull up.
Right. Yeah. It's different now.
Different days. Hey, I want to tell you too. Mike Tomlin did win one Super Bowl though. He got one.
Yeah, I forgot, sir. But how many years was he the coach?
Yeah, very true. He's been there a long time, man. But he went to two.
How many years, sir? Is what I'm asking you. If you know football better than me, and I assume you do, how many years was he there?
About 25 years at least.
Are you sure? I don't know. Now, see, don't you say the wrong thing, then I'll get bombarded with emails and comments. How many years was he there with one Super Bowl?
I'm looking up right now.
Give me a second, folks. Give me a second. Still time to go, man. One Super Bowl, man.
19 seasons.
Okay, yeah. One Super Bowl.
19 seasons.
19 seasons. Time to go. All right?
Yeah, he didn't have a...
Thank you, sir.